Welcome to the brand split. Thank you for talking through the intro, Young Baca. How you doing, bro?
I stepped on your intro. I apologize.
No, it's cool, man. I kind of just went with it without letting you know first.
That's why people like this podcast, though, because of stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because Alexis laugh in the background. Because we're still adjusting mics when we're actually recording the podcast.
Yeah.
So that's why they love us. What's up, man?
How do you feel about Mexico losing by 7 goals, bro?
Moment of silence for my beloved Mexico. 7 goals, man. 7 goals in an international soccer game doesn't make any sense.
Like, only half of you's upset, though, right?
No, about 75% of me is upset.
Oh, 75.
If you count all the Mexican food I eat, I think I'm more Mexican than black at this point.
Oh, so if we're counting Mexican food, then I'm at least 60% Mexican.
Yeah, moment of silence for Mexico's international team. They were doing really good before that happened, and I don't know what happened. They just fell off.
They just seemed a lot slower when I was watching the game.
How do they fall off in a couple of weeks?
I just think they play a certain style of ball, and Chile was a lot more aggressive.
You don't want to talk about the NBA Finals tonight because it's going to be outdated. But you're talking about a soccer game that happened 2 days ago, but now this is going to come out in a week.
But it already happened.
So once it happens, we can talk about it?
But you're talking about before the finals? You want to talk about before the finals?
I want to talk about
the finals would have already happened after this
I
podcast.
want to talk about how excited I am. This is why they love our podcast, because people are calling us while we're recording.
Yo, answer the phone call.
Quince is at the front door right now.
Just answer the phone call, bro.
Hey, it's fine. He's going to walk up right now. He's not that interesting. Best day in sports. Game 7.
Game 7.
Cavaliers versus Warriors. Our friendship is on the line.
It is.
We're going to watch it at the studio. You stay on that couch. I'm going to stay on this couch. We have to have a buffer in between us.
Yeah, we're going to put everybody in between us.
What type of fan are you when you watch a game?
I'm actually very quiet, but then I'm actually very unbiased when I think I watch sports.
Even when it's your team?
Even when it's my team. Like I'll be like,
I don't understand how you could be unbiased.
Like Lex will watch me watch the game.
Watch the game. Type of relationship you guys have.
And I'll straight up be like, yo, LeBron just he just traveled.
He's playing
right
awful. Yeah, he traveled. There's no travel in the NBA anymore.
No.
Young Prince in the building. Yeah, there's no traveling in the NBA anymore. He's
officially the most attractive person here, man.
I'd say he's second. He's in the top 3. I like your shorts above the knee. It's the way to go.
Yeah, I'm actually disappointed. My shorts are not above the knee.
Yeah.
I bought these thinking they would be.
That you would have the shortest shorts.
Yeah.
In the house, but now you're in the studio. But now you're not. House/studio. Young one's getting a little bit more comfortable too since we've been recording this podcast.
Yeah.
Adrian's getting a little bit more comfortable.
I can see his bulge in those shorts.
Yeah. So, best day in sports. Game 7. Cavaliers versus Warriors. Our friendship is on the line. This might be the actual day that me and you fight.
Yeah.
Valerie's not here to stop me every time I get upset.
Yeah,
she's not here to calm me down. Lex is, I think, who do you want? We can't ask him who he wants to. Who do you want to win, Lex? I know you're going to be on later, but who do you want? Your Warriors? Okay, cool.
All right, let's raise some hands in here. Warriors, raise your hand if you want the Warriors. Raise your hand if you want the Cavs. Okay, it's split down the middle.
And you notice all the shitty people want the Cavaliers to win, and all the good, honest, hardworking Americans want the Warriors to win.
Okay, if that's what
you know what gets me upset is the NBA is rigged. I hate that conversation where people say NBA is rigged. It's
especially when the Warriors
you can't
just
argue
came
with
back
it.
from 3-1.
3-1. And they say, well, NBA wants a Game 7. Well, why didn't the NBA want a Game 7 last year when they had the same teams? Thank you, man.
Yeah.
When they had the same team.
And that was probably a better story because LeBron was doing it completely on his own.
It would have been a much better story. LeBron came home, all his people got injured, and he won the NBA championship.
Yeah.
Now, what are you doing now?
So yeah, it's I hate that kind of crap.
But
especially when Steph Curry's wife goes on Twitter saying.
Yeah, I mean, did you see most of? I know you don't want to talk NBA Finals, but did you see most of the calls that they called on Steph Curry about being fouled?
We can talk about the finals up to Game 6.
Listen, we can talk about anything I want to talk about. That's the best part. The 25 people listening right now aren't going to mind that we're talking about the NBA Finals.
True, probably, yeah.
Steph Curry threw his mouthpiece, hit a fan.
Haslam got suspended in I forgot what year it was for doing that.
You're not going to suspend Steph Curry Game 7. You're not.
Because you know what happens.
And Haslam, he was that type of player. He was the in-your-face enforcer. Did anyone take Steph Curry serious when he was cussing out the referee? A 12-year-old kid cussing out the referee?
Yeah, no one. And plus, if Steph Curry doesn't play, everyone's gonna say oh, that's why the Cavs won. Yeah. You don't want to discredit LeBron's championship.
The NBA, you cannot suspend Steph Curry for Game 7.
No.
I'm surprised they suspended all favorite player Draymond Green.
Dude, he's a piece of shit.
Draymond Green is the man. Draymond Green's a hardworking player.
There's a lot of hardworking players.
You should respect it. You guys have the same type of game, only he's able to make his shots.
No, man.
Can we talk about the brand split basketball
Yeah, sure.
day that we had? We went on a field trip. Us, what is it, 7 of us?
Yeah.
7 of us went down to one of the most ghetto parks in Van Nuys, and we held our own. You know, some dudes were getting high on the bench. I was hitting on somebody's mom. It was good times.
Yeah, like it was funny because like me and you play totally different versions of basketball.
What does that mean?
Because you're like just overly aggressive in the paint, and I'm one of those guys who likes to see the court.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Well, whatever.
Well, we haven't uploaded any of that footage that we have. I have about 30 minutes of us playing basketball.
Oh really? Yeah.
The one with me going in the paint, posting you up, doing our thing.
Yeah, man.
So hey Prince, wait till you get on the podcast. You're gonna get on the podcast for the second episode. Chill out. Yeah, everyone just gets a little bit too comfortable, man. So we did our thing. We played against. It was a strange group of people. There was some 16-year-old kids, and there was some like 40-year-old people, and then there was our favorite Mike.
Okay, so first of all, there was in the first 3-on-3 game we played, I got some random kid who
the homeboy Mike.
No, his name was Kevin.
Oh, was it Kevin? Okay.
Every time you said, "Yo, bro, shoot a 3," and keep in mind, Young Buck is not on my team.
And we were on opposite teams.
Yeah, and Young Buck would tell my player to shoot a 3. He shot a 3. and I'm just standing on the side like, I'm not even trying anymore. Like,
that was honestly one of the funnest times I've had in a long time.
Yeah, it was a good time.
It was great. So then we played 3-on-3, and then we played
together against
some cats.
The guy who's in Blood Gang with when you hit on his mom.
Yeah, so we played against some cats, and they said, all right, cool, you guys have 5 people, we have 5 people, let's do full court. We said we can't play full court. And they said, I don't understand why.
And then we both said we're not going to play defense.
I said, I'm literally not going to be able to get back to the defensive side after every shot. And so we played him half court. I made his first shot over the dude. His mom was sitting on the bench. I said, you like that shot? It was a pretty good shot, right? She saw us smiling and laughing at me. My girlfriend's 5 feet away, but that's besides the story. And we did our thing. Little racist that we became team captains. And the first player we picked was a black dude that was like in a mustard shirt. We never seen him play before. And we just played with these other 6 people, but we assumed that he was going to be good.
And he was not bad. It's just he shot every time he got the ball.
Well, then you are bad.
Yeah, but
how many shots did he make?
Maybe like 1 out of every 6 shots.
Okay, so he's not that good.
And it was funny because I remember at one point in every game, someone would tell him not to shoot, and then he just shut down for the rest of the game. Like he won't even try.
We need to hang out with Kevin. Kevin doesn't know that skill.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. Yo, the fact that we walked onto the courts and there was 2 guys shooting around and like, yo, son, we're going to play right now. We're going to play basketball. And it's not like we're big athletic dudes. Like, they show us respect. Like, we're 6 out-of-shape guys doing a podcast.
You would probably be the only intimidating one out of all of us there.
No, the man pun's a little bit intimidating.
Oh, you think so?
Well, they had to think these guys are crazy as hell. But this guy has a man bun walking into Van Nuys Boulevard telling us he's going to play basketball right now.
What really happens is like, yo, who's this guy with a man bun walking with Young Baca right now? Because we all know Young Baca owns Van Nuys.
I didn't want to say it, man, but I think so. Also, Game 7 after that, we got Money in the Bank. I haven't been excited about a wrestling pay-per-view since I was 11 years old.
This is like half the card is like WrestleMania status.
And the other half is just garbage.
The other half is like they made it up as they were
going.
They were making the super card, and then they're like, oh, let's make it a little bit more Money in the Bank.
Who's taking Money in the Bank? I know you don't want to talk about it. Who's taking Money in the Bank?
We can talk about Money in the Bank.
I can talk about whatever I want to talk about.
It's funny. I feel like the NBA Finals, people watch that more than they watch wrestling, so we can still be out of date on wrestling.
Oh, yo, how upset is Vince McMahon right now, right?
Yeah.
Everyone said Golden State was going to sweep. They were doing great. And now Game 7, the same exact time as Money in the Bank starts.
Yeah, he's going to lose some viewers, but screw it.
He's going to lose a lot.
But he's going to get a lot of, I think, WWE, this for the first time ever, he's going to get a lot of, what are those, like, on-demand views on the network? Because people are going to watch Money in the Bank after the fact.
Yeah. Who's taking the Money in the Bank? Do you see me openly trying to troll Chris Jericho?
Yeah.
Every day I have a post-it on my wall that says troll Chris Jericho. I say something like, get out of Money in the Bank, you're going to slow it down, you stupid idiot. He hasn't responded yet, but I see he responds to some people. Maybe I'm a little bit too harsh because I say some pretty bad things.
Yeah, maybe. It's all right.
If I get blocked by Chris Jericho, my life's complete. I'm done. I'm able to retire.
So should we make a goal that one of us has to get blocked by a wrestler?
Okay, I'm going to get blocked by Chris Jericho. That's my goal. I've already said
I'll find
one. Who's your boy? The big dude. The guy that has long hair, but he's bald in the front. Your favorite wrestler?
My favorite wrestler?
He's going to fight Dolph Ziggler.
Oh, dude, come on,
What's
man.
his name?
Dude, I'm not gonna bring up some shitty ass wrestler.
No,
on the podcast.
you're not gonna give him shine on our podcast. You're not. He's getting pushed at WWE right now in front of hundreds of thousands of people, but you're not gonna give him any shine on this podcast.
Yeah.
I respect it, man. I respect the commitment, dude.
Yeah. So
give me a prediction for Money in the Bank. Who's gonna take?
Money. A few weeks ago, I think I said Cesaro. I still want Cesaro, but I heard that the betting odds. There's betting odds.
You can't bet. You can't do that.
But I heard there's betting odds.
On what? There's not a website or something, is there?
Yeah, there's.
Don't tell me there's a website that you can start betting on wrestling.
Vegas betting on.
No, it can't because it's prearranged.
It's prearranged, so
you. Well, that's what I heard.
You do bets on what you think the WWE is going to do.
But then, if you're one of the creative writers, don't you tell your cousin that we're going to have Dolph Ziggler lose by a DQ and he just puts $1 million on it?
That could happen, but Vince McMahon, I heard, changes the writing and stuff like that. Usually, like 3 minutes before every match.
So how do you know if you're one of the cats?
You don't.
You just go out there and he says.
Like he'll be like, there's been matches where they have it planned all the way to the finish, and then sometimes like right before they go out, they're like, oh, like which state's the Money in the Bank? They'll take the 2 guys to the side. Yeah. Like you guys are the final guys on the ladder. You're gonna knock them off the ladder like this, and you're gonna win. But they have the whole match planned up until that point.
That makes sense. So who's going to take the Money in the Bank match?
You get paid just to be there.
Who are you going to pick?
I would say Dean Ambrose.
Dean Ambrose. Did you see the spot they had, Dean Ambrose and the Shield?
Yeah. That's the only time where I was actually like, that would be intriguing if they kept the Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns feud with Dean Ambrose coming out every once in a while with the briefcase to kind of like...
So fuck it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who wins the Roman Reigns fight. Doesn't matter who wins the Money in the Bank. Only thing I care about is my boy, the greatest American living right now, John Cena, kicking AJ Styles' ass, man.
First of all, AJ Styles is gonna kill it, dude.
No, AJ Styles is a piece of shit. First of all, on the microphone, John Cena. Imagine if I was here 15 years ago, you wouldn't have all these titles. Bro, it was hard to watch. It was hard to watch, especially when he's standing next to the GOAT, the greatest of all time, John Cena.
The greatest of all time is The Rock.
Yeah, okay.
AJ Styles is a better technical wrestler. He's gonna win the first match, and then when there's the tiebreakers, John Cena
doesn't mean that he's good on the mic though.
It doesn't matter.
What's more important, being good on the mic or being a technical wrestler?
It depends on where.
No, it's being better on the mic. That's the reason Chris Benoit had to wait so long to get a good push.
No, I would say.
You know, it's a little odd. I look back, like I'm watching the old pay-per-views, and they portray Chris Benoit as being a crazy dude. Like he lets women slap him and it turns him on. Yeah. And it's kind of awkward knowing what happened.
Yeah,
he's still my favorite.
It's funny because I think I've already said this on the podcast before, but I just still think it's a solid joke. Is Chris Benoit the best technical wrestler of all time, or is he the best technical wrestler of all time to kill his family?
I think he's top. I think he's leading the field in both of them. I don't think we have a lot of female listeners, but we're starting to lose them. I think every week when we sit down, especially when we do like 45 minutes of wrestling talk, it turns them off. And then when you say it's okay because he's a good wrestler, that it's okay for him to kill his family, I don't think they like that.
No,
that's fine.
They probably don't. But
who cares? We don't need the women.
Or
right?
we'll get that like crazy chick that's like, oh my god, I love death. You know,
that's the type of chick you would go out with.
Maybe.
What's going on in your dating life, man? I'm fascinated. I would love to just go out with you one night and just see you do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Just amazing out there. No, remember the night we went to the King of the Dot Battle. We went to the King of the Dot Battle, and afterwards we went to a bar in Pomona. And you were breakdancing, and Lex was pulling your leg around.
Yeah.
Look, you could have had any woman in that building. I guarantee you could have had any woman in that fucking building, dude. It would have been fucking
I don't
awesome.
know if, like, obviously there's no video on the podcast. Lex has a video of a time.
No, we can put it on Instagram. I just cut myself with the lid of the Red Bull, so good stuff. Right, tough life.
Relax, dude.
Yeah, right?
See what happens when Bell's not here?
Yeah, see, Valerie leaves, and I'm like destroying myself. But I'm saying, you could have any fucking woman you wanted. That night when you were breakdancing, you had the whole club surrounding you, man. It was great.
There was a night where, I'm in downtown Fullerton. We're at the Slide Bar.
Yeah, I heard Fullerton's popping, man.
And
Fullerton's popping.
When you walk into the Slide Bar, there's an empty stage. So I always go up to that empty stage, and I would just dance by myself looking like a total idiot. And some girls would be like,
No, they would jump on it. They would
So-
jump on it and dance with you.
So I don't know if someone asked me to do it or whatever, but
This has AIDS on it. You might want to order
there was a chair on the stage, and I go and I grab the chair and I sit in the chair. And then, like, all these girls come on the stage and start giving me a lap dance and start, like, dancing around me. Lex has video proof.
And then how many did you bang after that?
Oh, 0, of course.
Okay, because so after lap dance is done, it's kind of hard to make that conversation, right?
I have a reputation.
You didn't need to
keep,
bang
man.
any of them, right? Because you already finished.
Yeah, hey, I have a reputation to keep, man. I can't be having sex with women.
Let's go out. Oh, we're going to Lex's birthday party. We're going to
Yeah.
go out. We're going to go out to the bar. I'm going to get trashed. I'm going to spend the night at your house, and we're going to we're going to go out. We're going to get women, man. It's going to be amazing, dude.
All right, let's do it.
It's going to be amazing. I cannot wait. So I'm going to be pissed if after the night I go to bed and LeBron James is NBA champion and AJ Styles beat John Cena. I'm going to be fucking furious. I swear to God, I might have to cancel my cable subscription because I can't watch SportsCenter. I can't listen to all the ESPN podcasts because all they're going to talk about is LeBron James.
Yeah, but you know people are still gonna give him like some
Listen,
hate.
if he wins, you can't really give him shit. You can't.
can't.
Coming back from trade one he did by himself, he's leading points, rebounds, steals, blocks. He's doing all of that, man. You can't hate on him. He's still a bitch, but you got to admit that he did a good job in that series.
I'll let you slide on that one.
Oh man, I went to go build a playground for the LA Rams.
Yeah, thanks for the invite, bro.
No, I mean, listen, I was invited.
It was my first day off from work, right? And then all of a sudden I get like, I don't know, I've been a Rams fan since I was 9. And I see on your Instagram.
I've been a Rams fan since August. When did they announce they were going to move? Since April. So I've been a Rams fan since April.
Yeah, so that's a long time.
Yeah.
So I'm looking on your Instagram and you're like, yo, I want things the Rams.
No, that pisses me off because you always say, "Oh, I saw this on your Instagram. I saw this on your Instagram," but you never like none of my fucking pictures. Why would that gets me more upset? You know how you could upload a video and you could see how much people watched it?
Yeah.
I uploaded that video of CL Smooth and Pete Rock last night, and 350 people watched it. I have 100 likes, so that means 200 people are just looking at it and they don't want to give me the satisfaction of liking that video.
Unless they watched it over and over.
Oh, so you think 100 people watched it 3 times? Get out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here. That's why you're an engineer. No, I'm just messing with you, man. You know they had a quarterback, Golf.
Yeah.
He was having the electronic jackhammer.
Dude, don't even talk about the event, dude.
No,
Let's move on to
seriously.
something else.
It wasn't. You wouldn't have had fun. We got there at 7:00 and we played music until 5. It was 7 to 5, just playing music. You would have been miserable.
That's fine.
And then the players didn't show up until 3:00 because they were at OTAs.
That's fine.
All of the players. This really upsets you?
No, that's fine.
No.
It's whatever. But I'll eventually meet the Rams.
But
I'll
you
make sure
can't
of
have
it.
your $100 million quarterback doing a jackhammer.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
you
know
can
how
have your
call it.
$100 million quarterback getting gray area.
Yeah, no, we can make it happen.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't have been an appropriate place to make it happen.
It probably wouldn't have been, but I would have.
Did you see that picture I snatched where he was talking to that chick?
Yeah, I'm pretty savage, but yeah.
So we'll put on Instagram, $100 million quarterback while everyone else is volunteering and building the playground. He's talking to some big booty black girl. So hey, man,
Which he
it
should.
is what it
You know,
is.
he's earned it. You got #1 draft pick.
Heaven forbid you put one brick up on the playground.
Yeah.
So, but he had the the jackhammer that you have to plug in, and
Yeah.
I've seen men on the construction site throw out their backs because of that. If you don't hold it down with as much force as you can throw out your back. So maybe you should have the $100 million quarterback doing that.
So you should have like your third string, like strong safety.
Third string, special teams, receiver. No, but they had construction workers, and then they had the players just for the photo ops. So we're gonna shovel up some dirt, we're gonna shovel up some mulch, and do a thing. The linebackers were hitting the stakes, and they were seeing who could hit it the hardest. But you miss a stake, you hit your foot, you're done for 6 months.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of leadership going on in the LA Rams right now. Let me tell you that.
Okay. I want to bring up something that we never talk about because I don't
It's
think
gonna be awkward.
I don't think we
It's gonna be awkward. Whatever it is, it's gonna be awkward.
because we don't talk about it. I don't think 'cause we both don't have any interest in it, but it's on like every week. What's your opinion on MMA?
I love MMA.
You like MMA?
I'm excited about Brock Lesnar going to MMA. I
So
think he's going to get his ass beat.
are
But
you excited for like the fact
you don't
that
like MMA?
I get intrigued when my friends talk about it, but I don't care enough to like invest my time into it.
I think for every 5 words I say, you say 2 words.
Yeah.
You're a super slow talker.
Yeah, but
Maybe that's why I'm having issues with the ladies right now.
Yeah, man.
Because
Like,
you have to. If you talk to 100 women, somebody has to talk to you. But if you spend 5 minutes talking to one girl, it's going to be a struggle.
Hey, man. It's early.
First time he's ever been to Jordan Rivers recordings.
But for every 5 words you say, you pronounce like 2 of them correctly.
But I'm doing my thing though, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead. So you like MMA?
It's intriguing, but I'm not
I
investing
love
my time into
MMA.
it.
You like boxing?
I'd prefer boxing over MMA.
No, I prefer.
But we already know the money.
Boxing's slow, man. Boxing's slow.
But this is the Money Team podcast.
we established that, right?
Yeah.
How do you think Brock Lesnar's gonna do?
I want to see him win. But
you think he's gonna win?
But for wrestling reasons, I actually don't know.
Aren't they gonna put? They're gonna put his match on before the actual pay per view, so everyone can watch it.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I'm shocked that Vince McMahon signed off on it.
Yeah. Oh, so it's not even gonna be in the pay per view?
No, from what I understood, I might be wrong. I saw a headline that said they're gonna put it on before the pay per view, so everybody can watch it.
Oh, that's cool.
That'd be super dope, man. It'd be great publicity.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna get his ass beat though.
You think so?
Have you seen him on? He's been doing all the promotion ones lately. He was on Highly Questionable and all of that. He seems like the nicest guy ever.
I want to see. I was saying like it would be really cool though at their press conference if like Paul Heyman spoke for Brock Lesnar and then he comes out to his theme music, and I think that would be really cool.
You know what I was noticing when they had a John Cena and the AJ Styles promo? You can't sign a contract in football gloves.
Yeah.
Like, don't you take off the football glove? You don't have to wear them 24/7, right?
No, that's part of his game.
Some of the stuff you just throw out the window, you know it's stupid.
He wants his hands to be sweaty at the end of the night.
that's an accomplishment. That's you know.
You don't have to wear a headband on your bicep all day. Tell John Cena to chill himself.
No. He has 5. Listen, I agree with the 5 wristbands. It's like you gotta slow down a little bit.
Like he looks like
I still can't believe.
He looks like a kid playing like little league basketball, like youth basketball.
No, because you wouldn't let your players do that.
Played in their life, but they like the accessories.
You know the dude. We all know the cat.
Like that
we
one.
all know the cat.
Like the one white kid that plays in jeans and stuff. Like
we all know the cat that he would show up. He would have the new headband. He would have the basketball sleeve, the shooting sleeve, brand new Jordans. Mouth guard. But he never played a day in his life. He literally can't get on the court because no one's going to pick him. Yeah. And everyone's upset that he has the newest stuff, right? And he can't play well for his life. I feel like that was maybe you back in the day. No, maybe back in high school, back in middle school.
I always had some pretty nice kicks. I would rock minimal.
That's why you don't give a fuck what you have on now, right?
Yeah, I'm too hipster now.
Tell him about the award that you just got.
Oh, for work?
Yeah.
At work, I got what was it for? It was like a congratulations for looking like I just got out of bed every morning.
My nigga, that's impressive, man. That's impressive.
I appreciate I'm your N-word.
You appreciate that. So, we get agree that LeBron James is a bitch.
No.
John Cena is the greatest living American ever. I should be the coach of the Mexico soccer team, and we'll be good to go.
What would you do different for the Mexican soccer team? Make them faster?
We got to do something. There's some fast Mexicans. Like we're gonna get into an area right now, but there's some fast people out there. Like I don't want to, we're going to get into an area we don't want to get into, but there's some fast people out there, man.
They're just,
but it's not about being fast, it's about playing defense, though. It's all about schemes. You think that's what it is? They just outran them?
I think Chile did a really good job of playing the counterattack. They're just more aggressive. It's like every loose ball there was, Chile was right on top of it. Choa would go for the first shot, and then they would get the rebound. Yeah. Like, the defense would never, like,
but that's a lack of discipline, though.
But it's like...
That's why the Cavaliers lost the first 2 games. Kyrie Irving would come down to court and just chuck it up.
You just wanted to throw out some Cav losses in our Mexico conversation?
Oh, man.
Do you think the United States has a shot against Argentina?
I hope so.
I would like it.
Listen, I root more for the Mexico team, and I follow the Mexico team more than I do the U.S. team. Is that anti-American of me?
No, I most people don't.
It is, young one? No,
I think people usually don't root for the United States team. So
they have a lot of fans.
I root for the USA.
You are the demographic. USA Soccer, you're the demographic. When they think of a USA Soccer fan, it's you.
They have a group of fans called American Outlaws, and I'm like, I should join that, dude.
You should. That's cool. What's the American Outlaws? They just tailgate before the show.
I don't know. I think they have like an American flag with their city on it or something.
I was impressed. Last time I went to your house, after I snooped through Lex's room, I snooped through your room, and you have a lot of those, what do you call it, the soccer scarves?
Oh, yeah, soccer scarves.
Is that what you call it? There has to be a name for it.
Soccer scarves.
That's it? There wasn't anything like no women have ever stepped foot in this room than having 5 soccer scarves all over the place, right?
Yeah, I had one for the Ontario Reign hockey team. Ontario Fear indoor soccer team.
Hey.
I had a Clippers one.
Ugh. That says douchebag like that. Like a soccer scarf that says Clippers on it, right?
Nah, man.
What happened? Somebody throwing down your autograph?
What happened?
Somebody didn't
yeah.
accept your autograph. Let's call him out on the podcast.
So this make-believe player
Let's
on
call
the
him out on
Angels,
the podcast for the 25 people listening right now.
this guy who he must have recently got called up. I don't know, but I never heard of him in my life. I didn't even know he was a player. But I saw kids go up to him like, "Can I get your autograph?" So I was like, "Oh, this guy's legit." So I go up to this guy. He's like the backup catcher on the Angels. And of course it would be an Angels players because the Angels seem like they're the douchiest players on the planet.
Yeah, no. I think people in Anaheim are the douchiest people. on
Yeah,
the
so I
planet,
go up to the guy, and you might not be able to catch it in the video, but I go up to the guy and I'm like, "Hey, I want to give you my autograph," and then he goes, "I don't want your autograph."
Did he say that?
Yeah, and
What did you say?
And I was like, "You don't want my autograph?" And I was more shocked because at least people would like take it.
Did you tell him how tight you are with Ian Kennedy? Did you tell him Ian Kennedy has 2 of these up there? I don't want to name drop, but he's doing his thing.
No, it's cool. I let him. I was like, you know what? The first person ever to turn it down. That's video coverage amongst itself. And I told myself I'm thinking about going back and see if I could give it to him again.
You know what would have been video coverage if he just cussed his ass out.
Nah,
and then people gonna say, "What happened?" And you're gonna say, "He didn't want my fucking autograph." And then they're gonna be super confused. It's gonna become a story about how this guy didn't want to accept your autograph.
So
and we're good to go.
after the fact, I don't even know who the player was, but some player rolls up in his. I don't know why everyone in the Angels has a lifted truck, but maybe it's because they're all white.
Because everybody in Anaheim is a douchebag.
Yeah. It's
How
like,
do you feel about people in lifted trucks?
They're the douchiest planet.
Douchebags, exactly.
Like according to everyone on the Angels, they live in like Lake Havasu, and then they must drive to Angel Stadium every day.
People that go to Lake Havasu are douchebags. Let me tell you right now.
So I go up to this truck, and instead of being on the fence so they want everybody on, I get on the other side of the fence because
you just walk up
gray
there.
area, I'm press. So I
think it's more insulting that we all just laughed at that when you said I'm press.
So I go,
and young one was super over the top. He's like, man,
he oversell over here.
Yeah,
he looked like the Rock getting the Rock when he got
so good.
So I go on the other side of the fence, and all of a sudden, this white kid, probably named Gunther, I don't know.
Yeah.
And I'm like right in front. I'm trying to get my autograph.
I love how you say all of this, but you have a man bun while you're saying it.
Yeah.
Like this douchebag kid. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I look like a douchebag.
You don't look like a douchebag.
But we all know I'm a douchebag.
Nah, you're not a douchebag.
So I go up.
You just think you're better than everybody else.
It's true. So I go up to this truck, and this Gunther ass kid was like, "Hey, this guy's right in front of me, right?" And I was like, and so I opened.
Oh, he said it to you?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I open the gate. So I tell this kid,
white privilege at its highest form right here, man.
So
just open the gates at Angel Stadium.
so I open the gate, and to pretty much tell this kid, like, hey, I told myself, like, if I'm gonna cheat, I'm gonna let this kid cheat too.
Yeah.
So yeah, just come in, bro. And the mom was like, he's just a child.
Oh, fucking bitch. Fucking bitch. You should have got a name so we call out on this podcast.
And then the mom tells her kid, like, yeah, just go, like, follow this guy, right?
This is great parenting going down in Anaheim. The guy with the man bun that's coaching 10-year-old kids. Yeah. Just go ahead and follow this guy.
So, and then all of a sudden, like, as I'm trying to settle this situation with this kid and this angel mom, this dork ass fucking security guard comes out of nowhere. And he's like, "Sir, you need to be on the other side of this fence." And he's like 65, so there's no way he's telling me to get on the other side of the fence. So I stay.
White privilege at its highest form, I guess.
So, and then this truck just drives off, and I missed my opportunity because I was like getting yelled at by like 5 different white people, dude. I felt like I was like a foreign immigrant on someone's lawn. And
there goes 5 more of our fans.
So I go on the other side of the gate now, and I'm just like totally pissed off. And then I hear the mom, like, in the distance talk like, yeah, that guy got in front of, I don't know, I'm going to say his name's Gunther. And, yeah, and he kept him from getting an autograph. And I was like, no, your kid wasn't even positioned.
Did you go back and say that?
No. I was
you just said this in your mind. Okay.
I was thinking, like, this kid wasn't even positioned to get an autograph. Like,
you should have said something, man.
They set him up to fail, and then I gave him an opportunity. And, but so the gray area failed at that moment. But there's just way too much white going on for the gray area to succeed right there.
It's the white man's trying to keep you down.
Yeah,
They don't
exactly.
want you to win.
They don't want me to win.
They don't want you to win. Let's sign out, man. Let's get another podcast with all of the fellas in here.
Oh, yeah.
They've been talking the whole time anyways, man.
Yeah.
So sign us out, dude.
I thought you were going to sign us out.
You sign us out. You
All
good.
right. Yo, this was the brand split.
Listen, during this podcast, I cut my finger. I finished 2 beers, and I finished the Red Bull. So it's all you.
Okay,
It's
but
on you, man.
before every podcast, Young Baca will be like, yo, you sign us in, I'll sign us out. And I'll be like, all right. And then so far, I think in every podcast you said that, son.
We're 2
it's
for
like,
2. We're 2 for 2.
I'll sign. I end up signing
Sign
us
us out, man.
It's the brand split, Young Baca, Brian
I like how you
Andrew.
say my name.
I said your name. I probably say it better than you say it.
Yeah, maybe.
Brian Andrew, this was an amazing podcast.
Next, what is it? Like next Saturday?
Yes.
Next Saturday, me and you will go to the club. We're going to the bar.
right.
We're going to do our thing. I cannot wait, man. I
Yeah.
cannot wait. We're gonna we gotta make a Snapchat or something, so
The
people can
brand
see it.
splits?
So people can see us getting rejected at the bar.
I'm down.
I do okay for myself, but you know,
I
even
get
Apple
rejected.
Pool hosts.
I usually play on my level, like, I'm probably lower mid card, and so I go after like the Dolph Zigglers of the girls.
Yeah.
Like I don't go after
the
John Cena.
disrespect that the WWE is showing Dolph Ziggler is
Yeah.
unbelievable, man. 3 straight pay-per-views. He's been in the pre-pay-per-view. Doesn't even make it on the pay-per-view, and he fights your homeboy. And I don't even know his name.
No, we're not gonna talk
We're not
about
going to mention it. We're not going to give him the fame of being mentioned on the Brand Split podcast.
No, man. He has to earn it. He has to come up. He has to come in here, and talk about it.
Come up
himself.
here.
He can introduce his own ass when he gets on this podcast.
Sign us out, man.
No, I already did. All right. This is the brand salute.
We're out.
Later.
Good stuff, man.